Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this Big Red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the USC Trojans taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Trojans' offense takes the field to start this game off. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give out of the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Spits it out to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will go to work for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a Big Red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Offense in the hurry-up.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Huskers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Give to the back. Runs through the tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. A swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
He's right on target. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Fullback's got it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Arkansas State.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. got it on the run.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working the middle, it's complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the pass. And his throw is incomplete. After the misfire now on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And the ball slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly out to the tight end. Thrust that arm out. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Gets open down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. It's complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Maybe they won't give in and just pass it here. 3rd and goal from the 4 and 3 tight ends up. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Unloads quickly. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. With jet sweep pass. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is made, but there is laundry on the deck, so we might be having a do-over.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The give to the tailback. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
The back goes in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He'll bring it out. It's Diaz. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much more.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Makes a connection. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're...
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the incompletion brings up a second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quick strike complete. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The give to the back. Shakes off the tackler.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Joe Polino and Roger Staubach among the legends to wear that uniform.
Give to the running back.
They're trailing by 11 to Temple. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Huskers want to move quickly. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Still on his feet at the 35. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. It'll be a draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll send out the kicker here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They're trying to get to him. On the run, still looking. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Working the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Snags it over the middle. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
27, USC, 14.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Hands it off. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll immediately call timeout. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. On the run, it's Nunez. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw for it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He lost one down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yep.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Looking to go up top on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. He'll just keep slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Looking for a crease. It's Nunez.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Getting some heat. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. To the ground with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. This time, it's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good.
Nebraska 27, USC 20.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Still running at the 40. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. No huddle offense to the line. They'll throw it on first down. He makes the connection. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Looking to pass on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry up. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, they'll make those contested catches.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the wideout and wings it incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Husker. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ohio is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair filled with miscues and missed tackles.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
They're trailing by 15 to Toledo. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Trojans are marching down the field. It's complete to the left. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Trojans send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He's going to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Huskers racing to the line in a hurry up.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football. Put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Nebraska!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
41, USC, 20.
Coming out with it, it's Diaz.
The return is brought down.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He finds his man. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. He lobs one high down the left side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this DB.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll go to the air. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. On target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll operate out of split backs. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Nunez. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to the air one more time. Got his man downfield. He's at the 10. Touchdown Trojans. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25. The kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
This is a 3rd and long. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
The Huskers will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Nunez. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Was complete on the screen. He's brought down at the 38.
He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Zings it complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. A 3rd and long coming up here. He wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Unloads to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive downs.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Trojans in the hurry up. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Try going for it all. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Takes it from the gun on third down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Power football with the run. At the 40, there he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.